great leader of our borough, somebody with vision, and somebody who believes in both education and in putting things into practice and action. So it's my great honor to introduce our Borough President, Ruben Diaz Jr.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you feeling? This is the president of Hostos Community College, Feli, I call him Felo, Matos Rodriguez, a strong round of applause for her. Now, if we're going to talk about food options and about eating healthy, that means that we're also talking about being energized. So I really want your energy to be felt when I introduce some of my friends who are here today, like my partner at Borough Hall, the Deputy Borough President, Aurelia Green. I know that they were mentioned, but I still want to recognize our two city council members who are here today, Councilwoman Maria del Carmen Arroyo, as well as Councilwoman Diane Helen Foster. Let's give us a round of applause. I want to thank each and every single one of you for coming out today. It's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning outside. I know that many folks prefer to be in other places, but this is an important conversation that needs to happen. And this summit is a culmination of the hard work done by our grassroots organizations, our healthcare specialists over the years to improve the health and the nutrition of our communities. And this is the inception of what we believe is a vigorous and collective movement for a just and sustainable food system right here in the Bronx, what I call God's country. So I want to thank you for coming out and participating. Ladies and gentlemen, we hear it all the time, everything from obesity, child obesity, to hunger, to type 2 diabetes. These are the things, the health ailments and the health problems that many of the Bronxites face here today. And we know that they're directly related because we have poor eating habits. We need to have better food options. And these are all health issues that are diet related. And so today I wanted to host not only this food summit, but I wanted to do it here at Hostos Community College because right where you're sitting in the 16th Congressional District, we know that 1 in every 4 of our children in the public school system is obese. 1 in every 4. Likewise, 1 in every 4 adults living in this congressional district is obese. And 2 out of every 3 adults is either overweight or obese. This is what we have to confront ourselves with. At the same time, the hunger rate here is at 37%. 37%, twice the national average. The Bronx recently received in a report the distinction that I don't want us to have again, which is where we were #1 in health-related issues of the 62 counties in the state of New York. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being #1 in everything that's bad and then last place in everything that's good. We know that we are suffering from both the lack of personal awareness and responsibility in making dietary choices. Today, you and myself, we will learn about food and nutrition. Today, we will confront the difficulties that keep us from eating well. Today, we will continue to mobilize together to ensure that our families and our neighbors have access to the foods that will keep them and us healthy. That's what we're going to do here today, and that's exciting. You can leave here with the knowledge of new fruits and vegetables and ways to cook them. See, it's not just knowing what to eat and what to buy and making it accessible, but it's also how to prepare it. Many folks, you can have farmers markets, which we've been working on. You can have accessible, healthy, and nutritious foods. But if you don't know how to prepare them for yourself and for your family, then our attempts will be, fruitless. No pun intended. For instance, I myself have taken it upon myself. I stopped drinking soda. I try as best I can to be mindful of the amount of sugar that's in my diet. So I've gotten rid of sugar in my coffee. I know I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee, but it helps me. I stopped using sugar in things like my oatmeal, and I think I'm doing okay. This summit, ladies and gentlemen, is only the beginning. It's not the end of a food conversation. It's just the beginning as we continue to confront these problems and we continue to find innovative ways to correct them. For instance, just this past week at Borough Hall, I was so honored and proud to host a group of high school students from New York's Discovery Academy right here in the Bronx. And these students were able to accomplish and receive certificates for a training program that they did out in Boston. And this training program showed them not only how to eat healthy, but how to be able to be ready for the green economy. These kids now are ready and they have the knowledge to install vertical farms. Think about going to a building perhaps such as this one, a college, a university or college campus, and be able to walk by a wall and just pick a strawberry off the wall and be able to eat it in the middle of winter. Think about that for a minute. When we speak of stimulus dollars and coming from the federal government going to entities like HUD and the New York City Housing Authority, I know much of this money is going to rebuild the roofs. Why is it that this money can't go to have green roofs? And then eventually we can have farms in the sky so that individuals and residents and tenants of the New York City Housing Authority can go up there and grow eggplants and peppers and onions and other vegetables. I think that that's doable, don't you think? And so this is some of the things that we need to do. For my part, we've been putting our money where our mouth is. We've been giving capital funding so that we can have salad bars at high schools, so that our kids can have better eating options. We've been inviting more and more farmers markets. When you look at urban gardens here in the Bronx, something that many people don't know, we have over 180 gardens here in the Borough of the Bronx, and we continue to protect them. When developers come to us, or come to my office and they want capital money and capital support for their project, we're making sure that they have in their storefronts readily available supermarkets and markets so that people in the surrounding neighborhoods can have healthier foods and a healthier living. So we're putting our money. The bottom line is that tomorrow I'm celebrating my anniversary as Borough President. And over this past year has been tremendously exciting. We've been putting together, the Deputy Borough President and I and my staff, we've been putting together a number of different things in motion. When you look at the development that's happening in the borough, we've received millions of dollars so that we can train Bronxites so they can be job ready for the green economy. We're speaking of bringing in a first-class hotel to the borough of the Bronx with a convention center. I think that that's going to be doable in the next couple of years. We've been speaking to manufacturers so that we can have manufacturing jobs in the green economy.